Hello friends, this is Sachin and I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Creative Narrative. Friends, today we are going to discuss Journey of the Magi, which has been written by T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot was born on 1888, died in 1965, was a famous modern poet. So today we are going to his beautiful poem, his amazing poem, and we are going to discuss about its introduction, about its analysis, and we are going to summarize the whole poem. So watch the lecture full because in it you will get the detailed manner of the poem. You will understand the poem in a very well manner. So let us start the video. Journey of the Magi by T.S. Eliot. Let us have a brief introduction to the poem. So friends, 5 or 6 centuries before the birth of Jesus Christ, there arose a group of priests in Persia and other parts of the East called the Magi. They were skilled in astrology and in discovering the meaning of dreams. It is said that 3 of these Magi people visited the baby Jesus just after he was born, having followed a star until it came to rest over the place where he lay. They brought him gifts which were signs of what he was to become. The gold they brought was the sign that he was to be a king. The incense showed that he was the Son of God, who must be worshipped. And the myrrh foretold a life and death of suffering. In this poem, one of those 3 Magi recalls the hardships they had to face during the journey. He also interprets the worth of Christ in terms of the death of their own old faith. In this death, he saw a new worth. So, this was the brief introduction of the poem. Now, let us discuss the poem in detail, line by line. A cold coming we had of it. It means we know that the approaching winter would be very cold. Just the worst time of the year for a journey, and such a long journey, the ways deep and the weather sharp. Sharp means bitingly cold. The very dead of winter, it means coldest part of winter. And the camels galled, sore footed, refractory. Galled means sore and irritable. Sore footed means having painful feet. Refractory means difficult to control, very badly behaved. Lying down in the melting snow, there were times we regretted. Regretted means felt sad about. The summer palaces on slopes, the terraces, and the silken girls bringing sharbat. So, one of the Magi describes the difficulties of the journey they had undertaken. He says that it was a very cold winter. It was that time of the year which could be called worst for any journey. It was such a long journey, and the way lay through deep valleys. The weather was bitingly cold. It was the coldest part of winter. The camels had to lie down in the melting snow. The continuous journey had made them irritable. Their feet had become sore. They started behaving very badly and became difficult to control. At times, we also regretted that we had set out on such a journey. We thought of our warm homes on the slopes of hills, the terraces where we used to sit and rest, and the beautiful girls who would bring sharbat for us. Then the camel men cursing and grumbling. Grumbling means complaining and protesting in a bad tempered way, and running away and wanting their liquor and woman, and the night fires going out, and the lack of shelters, and the cities hostile, and the towns unfriendly. Hostile means showing strong dislike, and the villages dirty and charging high prices. A hard time we had of it. At the end, we preferred to travel all night, sleeping in snatches, means sleeping briefly at intervals, with the voices singing in our ears, saying that this was all folly. So, the Magus continues with his description of the difficulties they had to face during the journey. The camel men had become fed up. They started cursing and grumbling. They wanted their liquor and women. They started running away. Now the Magi could get no night fires to warm themselves. There were no places where they could take shelter from the cold. The people in cities were hostile towards them, and the people in towns were unfriendly. The village people were dirty, and they charged very high prices for whatever the Magi bought from them. It was really a hard time for them. At last, they decided to travel all night. They slept in snatches only. They heard their own voices ringing in their ears. This was all folly, they would say to each other. Then at dawn, we came down to a temperate valley. Temperate valley is the valley with a mild temperature, neither very hot nor very cold. Wet below the snow line. Snow line is the elevation above which some snow remains throughout the year. Smelling of vegetation. Vegetation means signifying the birth of Christ. With a running stream and a water mill beating the darkness. A water mill beating the darkness means the sounds of a water mill were coming through the darkness of the night. And 3 trees on the low sky. 3 trees, here the symbols of 3 crosses at which Christ and 2 thieves were crucified. Low sky is the sky appears low when there is not much light. and an old white horse galloped away in the meadow. White horse is the symbol for Christ. Then we came to a tavern with vine leaves over the lintel. Tavern is an inn. Lintel is a piece of wood or stone over a door or window forming part of the frame. 6 hands at an open door dicing for pieces of silver. Dicing means gambling by throwing a dice, a reference to the betrayal of Christ by Judas for 40 pieces of silver. Wine skins means leather bottles to hold wine. But there was no information, and so we continued. And arriving at evening, not a moment too soon, finding the place, it was, you might say, satisfactory. So, the travelers get a feeling of relief when they reach a temperate valley smelling of vegetation with a running stream and a watermill, the 3 trees in the low sky. Here they see an old white horse galloping away in the meadow. Then they come to a tavern where 6 persons were gambling, but as yet they get no information about the place that they are seeking. However, at last they arrive at the place where Christ was born. When they reach the place, they feel a sense of satisfaction. In these lines, the white horse is derived from the Bible. And I saw and beheld a white horse, and he felt, and he that sat on him had a woe, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Revelation 6:2. The 3 trees suggest the place where Christ was crucified. The tavern represents the communion. The 6 gamblers refer to the betrayal of Christ by Judas and the soldiers dicing for the robes of Christ. Thus, these lines foreshadow the events which will happen in the life of Christ, especially his crucifixion. It is through the use of symbols that these events have been hinted at. All this was a long ago, I remember, and I would do it again, but sat down. Sat down means no down. This sat down, this were we led all that way for birth or death. There was a birth, certainly. We had evidence and no doubt. Evidence means proof. I had seen birth and death. Birth and death means normal birth and death of human beings. But had thought they were different. This birth means the birth of a new faith in them. Hard and bitter agony for us, like death, our death, we return to our places, these kingdoms, but no longer at ease here in the old dispensation. The old dispensation means the old ways of life, the old religious beliefs, with an alien people clutching their gourds. Alien means strange, clutching means holding tightly. I should be glad of another death. So this stanza describes that the Magi go back to their land after visiting the infant Christ. A long time has passed since that visit. The speaker now recalls the experience. He asks himself, did we go all that way for birth or death? He says that certainly there was a birth. It was the birth of Christ. The birth of Christ had been proved without doubt. There was evidence of it because they had themselves seen the child. The Magus says that he knew of the normal birth and death of human beings. He had always thought that birth and death were different things. Birth brings joy and death is painful. But this birth of Christ was brought hard and bitter agony for them. This birth is like death for them. It is their death. The Magus explains how it was their death. He says that after they had returned to their land, they no longer felt at ease. They were like aliens among their own people. The people around them still clutched to their gods. They still followed the old outworn creed. So the Magus longs for another death, the death of the old dispensation, so that people embrace the new faith taught by Christ. So here our present poem, The Journey of the Magi, finally ends. I hope you understand the poem. I hope you like the video. I hope you understand the video. And if you feel that it is good, if you like the content, then please like, share and comment on the video. And please subscribe the channel for further such updates. This much all us from now. Stay tuned for further such lectures. Have a great day.